Welcome to the Energy Hour Podcast. Get ready, because it's loud, funny, and we're ready to shake things up. You know, the guys started this journey as renewable energy experts since 1993, by the way, thinking they were just here to save the planet, hug the trees, and protect the whales. But guess what? They dug deeper, and this rabbit hole opened up a whole new world. Now they talk about everything: home improvements, real estate, house flipping, and just life in general, bringing you not only the latest on solar and renewable energy, but also inside tips from house flipping gurus, real estate investors, tax experts, Airbnb pros, and so much more. It costs you nothing to tune in, but ignoring them? Well, that could cost you big time and missed opportunities. Blowing the whistle, spilling the beans, and giving you the real scoop on everything from solar panels to flipping homes, tax liens to mobile homes. The Energy Hour Podcast. And now, here's your hosts, Christopher Moss, Robert Musikowski, and Steven Laserson.
What's going on, Southern California? My name is Christopher Moss, and I'm your host of the Energy Hour Podcast. You know, I was just kind of pondering around things today, just kind of thinking, and this one word came up, and you see it all the time. You don't hear it all the time, but you see it day in and day out. This word is called deception, right? Deception is everywhere. If deception was a paint color like red, the whole planet would be red. Am I right? Deception is absolutely everywhere you go. Name one place that doesn't have any deception built into it. Somewhere. Exactly, right? So just looking at the things that I go through now, you know, I hang out on LinkedIn and, I watch some of these people just talk about their stuff and this AI and this crypto and everything else. They don't understand that I've been deceived in many ways by these specific items, right? Crypto, for example, I told you the story yesterday or day before that I lost about 40, 50 grand. You know, part of my money went to, Hong Kong, and went to, I was looking at the blockchain, how it transferred over to Beijing, and then went over to Australia, and then back over to, I think it was like Russia. And then at the end, it didn't go anywhere. It just, and you don't see where it went. It just vanished. And then the website stopped working, and, you're trying to, you email the support company, and the emails start to bounce. So a form of deception happened to me. And I know personally, 4 or 5 of my other business associates also got hosed by different issues with crypto, right? Not everybody, I guess. I don't know. They're putting movies out on Netflix. And normally what happens, like the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, right? Remember Capone, right? The only reason they called it the St. Valentine's Day Massacre is because there was a lot of blood everywhere. So what did they do? Instead of that specific day be called St. Valentine's Day Massacre, it's Valentine's Day. It's a form of deception, right? You don't really know what it is until you dig a little bit deeper, and I like to dig, right? So all these crypto things that happened was, to me anyways, and several other of my friends, was all done through deception. Now check this out. AI is going to be no different. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be something that happens, and all of a sudden, it's going to hook from here to there, everywhere, and somebody is going to get hosed. Somebody somewhere is going to get deceived because there's not a certain understanding of what really happened, right? So somebody is going to have to pay the piper, and it's usually at somebody's expense. And why does it always have to be financial expense? Regardless of the situation, everything leads down to what? Money. Everything is related to money. Doesn't matter if you're going to take Billy's job because you're smarter than him, or you know the manager of that specific department. Well, because he's a good friend of yours, Billy has to lose his job so you can get a jump up in life, right? I mean, that's a form of deception. We need to kill that word wherever we go. You know, there's deception like in politics. Sorry, I had to pick my nose. Politics. Wow. If there is any other word in Wikipedia that has deception in it, it's got to be politics. You know, for example, our president that just went out of office, he'll be gone, you know, soon. I think they call him Crooked Joe Biden, that guy. So he said he wouldn't pardon his kid, and I get it, you know. I get it. He wanted to pardon his son because any father would have done that, right? It just makes sense. So I just don't understand certain things anymore because this word deception keeps getting in the way. Everybody has to get up on somebody for some reason. It is what it is, right? So don't tell me you have never been deceived. And the problem is once you've been deceived, now this invisible wall goes up. You know, you only want to peek over it now because you're protected. You don't have to worry about all these bozos apparently not going to deceive you in some way. You look over and it's too late. You've been deceived again. So that's why a lot of these people have psychological issues. You know, they've been deceived over and over and over and over again. You know, that is the definition of insanity, you know, doing something over and over and over again, expecting different results. You know what I'm saying? You get the same results, unfortunately. But deception is out there. It's not going anywhere, and it's going to continue until mankind finally just wakes up and says, okay. There's no profit in what I'm doing. I can't make any money in what I'm doing. How about goodwill? Let's use the word goodwill, for example, right? Why don't we honestly just get rid of all politicians? There's no right. There's no left. In fact, I feel homeless. I don't have a, you know, I don't vote. I really don't because I'm embarrassed. I don't want to be a Republican. You know, we got a lot of good things, then we got some bad things. And I definitely don't want to be a Democrat because, man, I'm constantly getting robbed, right? And the deception is there. What happens if we as a people, remember the Constitution says, we the people. It doesn't say you, them, he, her. It doesn't have any of that. It says we, meaning you and me, the people. Why don't we put people in office that have a business background or have a higher IQ of common sense? Does that make sense? I mean, seriously, we got these guys getting their buddies in, and these guys are greasing somebody else's palm because they want to do this. They're putting these contracts in place, taking them from others, and because you're getting paid, all the deception is there. We need to get rid of that word, and we need to start living in America with the term called goodwill. What about telling the truth? I mean, what is the truth anymore, right? A lot of people talk about it, but what is truth? You don't get that anymore. You don't get somebody that has honesty and integrity. The integrity part is completely a ghost for most people. You know, they'll be on both sides of the fence. I'm going to be on the right side of the fence for a minute. And you know what? I'm not feeling too good about that, so I'm going to switch sides. You ever thought about that? That's happening all the time. It's happening everywhere you go. So, I mean, seriously, folks, deception has to go. Let's start using terms like, hey, would you do that in goodwill? Or how about this? Would you be a senator? Your pay is $50,000 a year, right? You can still be an entrepreneur, but if you want to do this job, you can only be making $50,000 a year. Your maximum employment from anywhere can be $100,000. You're not going to take any other monies from anybody else. No other contracts. Oh, and by the way, if you do, when you get caught, you're going to go to jail for treason. We need to start putting things down like that. Forget amending things. Let's just make it a straightforward community. I think everybody would probably think it's a lot nicer than we are currently on the planet, right? And it's just not in America where this is happening. It's everywhere. We got governments eating their own, man. We got people that are sacrificing, committing genocide. It just doesn't make sense. Now, I get it. The world is going to have 9 billion people one day. And is there enough room? Well, I kind of look at things, and I'm out in Southern California, and you see these deserts. Why not start building out there? I know it's just one of those things, but I think we still have room. I don't think we need to kill anybody anymore. I think we should let the normal process happen. They didn't think about those things in the 1900s, did they? Like 1904, 1800s. Did they think about genocide or wiping out a public? I don't know. Maybe they did. The Black Plague was here, and all kinds of the other things. Even the influenza killed a bunch of people. But what I'm saying is, let's really start shaping America a little differently. Let's wipe out the word deception. Let's start doing things on goodwill. Let's start paying attention. Open your ears. Mix in a little bit of integrity, right? Mix in some of that integrity and honesty. And you know what? Here's the best way to check if you're an honest person. Go up to the mirror and look yourself right in the face. And just think about what you did that day or for the week. And honestly tell yourself that you're a truthful person. You don't lie, right? You don't lie. Look yourself in the mirror and ask that question. You know what? I would rather tell you the truth about me than to you to find out a different way, right? Because that's called integrity to me. Listen, I'm not perfect by any means. You already know that. I'm not perfect by any means. I'm a 63-year-old man with Batman tattoos and some classic tattoos on my arms. Who the hell is that guy? But you know what? Let me tell you, it's all about integrity with me. Ask anybody that knows me. I may not be 100% right all the time, and I don't really try to be. I can laugh and I'm humorous, but I have integrity. I will not bullshit you. I will not lie to your face. I will not lie behind your back. It's all about integrity, right? So if we take all these senators and congressmen and, future presidents, I guess, right? Let's do it all. Let's put them in a box and say, okay, everybody, here's the playing rules. Everybody can participate if you have no deception. You can make $50,000 a year. You're going to represent this part of California. And you can make up another $50,000 a year doing a private business or working for somebody. I don't know. Maybe we just give them $100,000 all the way around, right? And they're working for the government. They got to come in. They got to punch the clock. You got to work 9 to 5. You got to work 9 to 5 because remember, you're working for the American people. That's me. That's everybody else on this planet. Anybody who's a citizen, that's your employer, right? So give them $100,000 and say, this is the subject matter. This is what we want you to do. Here's your methodology. This is what we want you to do as in America. We want you to represent us as best as you can. Keep your personal opinions to yourself and go on facts only. Fact finding. Don't use one of these news outlets that puke. They just constantly vomit over the American flag every day. And they're constantly pushing people around with these little clubs and groups and associations or nonprofits. Please, it's a joke, man. Let's take all that, cut it out. Let's use honesty and integrity in play. Let's do it right for the first time. And let's give everybody $100,000. I bet you $10 to 1 that you're going to see America change greatly. And it's going to be for the good. You know why? Because they're thinking of our best interest. And none of this online voting anymore or voting at a voting stand or something like that, you show your ID, you register, and you give the one vote. None of this electoral college crap anymore. Let's do it the right way, right? Let's really, truly represent the red, white, and blue. America just has a multicultural environment. I love it. I think it's fantastic. But let's do it the right way. Let's use a little integrity. Let's get rid of deception. And for God's sake, man, look yourself in the mirror and let's start telling the truth, right? My name is Christopher Moss. I don't really know anything. I'm just giving you my opinion today on the word deception, and I appreciate you hanging out, okay? Thanks again for listening, and I'll see you soon.
This has been the Energy Hour Podcast. If it's home improvements, real estate, house flipping, or just life in general, we're talking about it. It's our passion. And between Christopher, Robert, and Steven, they're your secret sauce to get you to the next level and beyond. We hope you've enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to like, rate, and review. We'll be back soon. But in the meantime, hit the website at QHIinc.com/TEO. And we'll catch you next time on the Energy Hour Podcast.
Capture the joyful magic of the holiday season with Virtual Santa. Virtual Santa is a high-definition projection effect that walks, waves, laughs, eats cookies, and puts presents under the tree. From outside, it's so real, you swear Santa's in your house. Virtual Santa, originally seen on ABC's The Great Christmas Light Fight. You can choose from traditional Virtual Santa or new African American Santa. Holiday effects include Virtual Santa, Mrs. Claus, Santa's Workshop with Christmas elves, and so much more. Buy one effect or a bundle. Available in HD DVD, digital download, or USB flash drive. Also available in LED projection bundles. For a winning Christmas display that will delight your neighbors young and old, visit us at virtualsanta.com and become known as the house where Santa lives. Virtual Santa, where holiday spirit begins.
Welcome to Drone 9. Located in Upland, California, Drone 9 specializes in drone cinematography for the following industries that are looking for that perfect shot or video: construction, infrastructure, and project management. Sell better: residential and commercial real estate. Construction survey: see what you haven't seen before. Events and weddings: get that perfect shot when it matters most. Tourism, resort, golf, attraction, destination marketing. For more information, visit them on the internet at drone9.net. That's DRONE9.net. Drone9.net. Great cinematography.
Welcome to the House Flipping Academy. Learn how to flip houses from start to finish. Tired of being broke working for someone else? If so, then the House Flipping Academy was made for you. Learn more at CMYCINC.com. The House Flipping Academy. Your future is just one house flip away.